Hello everyone out there, myself Shalja Saraswat along with my teammate Shreya Sundrial. We are presenting our final year project under the supervision of Mrs. Kajol Mittal. Our project title is Deep Learning Based Human Expression Recognition Using Multimodal and our project ID is 24. Here is the introduction to our project's problem statement. Emotions are considered as the important part of human interactions. So, researchers are going on to understand the human emotions through facial expression as well as changes in tone while speaking. That's why we aim to design the most accurate human emotion recognition system using multimodal. Here is our first model, that is speech emotion recognition. We have designed this model in order to detect the human expression or emotions through their speech. This model can be used effectively in human-computer interaction systems such as Alexa, Google Assistant, and other chatbots. Now here is the dataset which we have used. In order to increase the accuracy, we have used two datasets, that is RaveDes and TEST. In RaveDes dataset, there are 1440 speech files, whereas in TEST dataset, there are 2800 audio files. Next, we have methodology or model which we have used. The classification model proposed were based on machine learning and deep learning strategy. Then we have tested three models in our project which are MLP, that is multi-layer perceptron classifier. Next is convolutional neural network, and then decision tree classifier. Here is the system architecture of our model. This shows that the features were extracted from both the dataset, that is RaveDes and TEST. Then these features were splitted into train and test datasets. The trained datasets were transferred to deep learning and machine learning model to get trained, and then both the test and trained datasets were tested, and then they search the best model. Then that best model will be saved and emotion recognition will take place among these 8 emotions, that is neutral, calm, happy, sad, angry, fearful, disgust and surprise. Next, this is the layer description of our CNN model. Now here is the result which we have achieved. From using MLP classifier, we achieved the F1 score of 0.82 over 8 classes. From decision tree, we achieved the F1 score of 0.65, whereas using the CNN model, we obtained F1 score of 0.87. That's why we choose this CNN model as our speech emotion recognition final model. This is our final choice. Next, this is the confusion matrix and classification report of our model, that is we have used in our speech emotion recognition system, that is CNN. Now here is the facial expression recognition system. Human emotions can be better expressed through their facial expressions. These expressions can be divided into 7 categories. Our motive is to design the most accurate emotion recognition system. Now, here is the dataset which we have used. We have taken this dataset from Kaggle, which is FER 2013. Then in this datasets there was 7178 image files which we taken as test sets, and in our train set we have taken 28,709 image files, and both these images were of size 48 into 48 pixels. Now next, these are the class labels which we have given to our classes. For representing angry, we have taken 0. For disgust, we have taken 1, and so on. For surprise, we have taken 6. Next, we have methodology or model which we have used in our facial expression recognition. From FER 2013 datasets, the images were 48 into 48 pixel size. We first converted or resized them into 224 into 224 pixels. Then these were the transfer learning models. That can be used. Next, this is the image which best describe the transfer learning. Transfer learning is the machine learning model in which we first train the model and then use that pre-trained model on other models. That's what this image is showing. Next, we have our system architecture of facial expression recognition. It shows that first the feature will be extracted from FER 2013, and then this will get trained using the transfer learning model, and then this model will be applied on our testings. Then this model will be saved and the emotions can be recognized among these 7 emotions, that is neutral, happy, sad, angry, fear, disgust and surprise. Now here is the result which we have achieved. Through transfer learning model, the accuracy which we have achieved was approx 0.99% over 5 epochs. This image shows that the deep face model predicted the emotion is happy. Here is our real time result of this image which detects the 2 different emotions on the same face. First, figure 7 shows the neutral and the figure 8 shows the happy. Next, I would like to request my teammate Shreya Sundaryal to explain you the code.
My name is Shreya Sundaryal and I am going to show you all the implementation part of our project. Let's see how speech emotion recognition model work. We have combined 2 different data set, that is first RevThis and test data set, and we are going to apply 3 different classification, that is multi-layer perceptron, decision tree classifier and convolution neural network. Our basic model architecture is to first extract the features, then load the data, and then split the dataset into train and test model and applying the classification. After applying MLP classifier, we have found that the F1 score is 0.81. Similarly, when we apply the decision tree classifier, we have found that the F1 score is 0.66. Now, after applying neural network classification algorithm, we have found the highest F1 score, which is 0.87. Now we have used this CNN model as a final model, and now we are testing our model. If 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 we give audio file of emotion fear, here we are giving the audio file of emotion fear, it is predicting correctly that the audio file is of fear. Here you can see it is predicting correctly that the audio file is of fear. Similarly, when we give the sad audio file, it will correctly predict the audio file sad, and so on. Now let's see how face emotion recognition using images and video work. We have used a face model predicting the dominant emotion of our image. Here you can see the dominant emotion of this happy image is the happy. We have also used the hard cascade frontal face default.xml to detect the face in a picture. If there is more than one face in a picture, it can also detect that. And writing the emotion in the picture, in the image. Now we have used a transfer learning model to train our data. MobileNet application is used, and we are also have adding CNN layers to the model. Now the model is trained using the fit function, and we are giving the apox 25. Let's see. Let's Now we have tested and trained model on images and predicting the emotions correctly by giving the class number as output which the image belongs to. Let's do the real-time emotion recognition. You can see it can correctly identify the emotion. So this is our project which is running very correctly and perfectly. Thank you all. Thank you.